Hey, what's going on, y'all? Once again, it's your boy Killah Threat, representing that thoroughbred ENT, and you are now in another episode of the Welcome to the Lou Town podcast. Shouts out to Cool Cal, you already know what it is, UMG Stand Up. You already know just another episode. Today, we are going to be talking about people living in their second childhood. Yes, if you don't know what a second childhood is, well, I'll go ahead and explain it. You already know what it is. Stay tuned. All right, y'all, and welcome back. Yes, it's your boy Killer Thread, and we're gonna go ahead and tag on to the topic of people that we know, love, and care about living in their second childhood. And yes, what would you think a second childhood may be if a person is living in it? Well, let me let you know in layman's terms. A person living in their second childhood is a person, let's just say, that thinks that they're an adult and operates as an adult, but they're not living as an adult or operating as an adult. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of things that can play into this. So it's a lot of factors. So let me go ahead and go through some notes real quick. You know what I'm saying? So some people that might be living in a second childhood might be those that you might still see running around the same neighborhoods that they were brought up in. You know what I'm saying? Which it ain't never nothing wrong with forgetting, with not forgetting where you come from, because you can't never forget where you come from. So you want to most definitely stay true to it, but you also need to remember the pros and the cons from where you once came. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely. From where I come from, St. Louis, all my people throw the L's in the sky. For those who run around St. Louis, they know that the city is very temperamental. It's a lot of people, especially during the childhood days, that used to get into a lot of trouble and mishaps and cause a lot of turmoil and endless craziness, for the lack of a better analogy. But for those who still want to go ahead and run around in that type of mind frame in this day and time, like 20 plus some odd years later from being an adolescent, still participating in things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? That's a person that might be living in their second childhood. It might not necessarily be how a person dress. It might not be necessarily how a person talks, you know what I'm saying? But just how they move and how they act, you know what I'm saying? Day to day, you know what I'm saying? It's not routine. It's not nothing that's play written. You know what I'm saying? It's the actual character in the actual life. You know what I'm saying? But an example of a person, you know what I'm saying, which the media has put out as living in a second childhood. You know what I'm saying? Perfectly said by Nas, Mr. Nasir, who had the song "Second Childhood," if I'm not mistaken, on his Stillmatic album that released, I want to say, in the early 2000s. Yeah, yeah, everything that he stated. His hater nowadays is Mr. Jim Jones. You know what I'm saying? But it pretty much states what Jimmy is. Just as for what it being perceived, I don't know him personally. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have no argument or no side to pick in the battle. I have nothing. But yeah, man, it just perfectly insinuates kind of what he's living, just jumping from porch to porch. You know what I'm saying? Jumping from squad to squad. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But I don't know the ins and outs of it, so I'm not gonna even play like I do. But anyways, you know, some people that in your real life, let's just stick to what I know. In my real life, you know what I'm saying, you might grow up around people or talk to people that you actually used to run with, and then sometimes you might outgrow some people. Sometimes they might outgrow you in your situation. You know what I'm saying? It always is a two-way street. You know what I'm saying? You have to accept it either or. Just being an adult about the situation. But yeah, as you mature, you go ahead and see people evolve into the men and the women that they are supposed to be. That's ideally what we will want. If we will want the best from people, is to evolve in their highest self, you know, walk and think and operate in the highest frequency possible. But yeah, Sometimes people like to still be in that low frequency. As far as doing the same mundane things. If things are peaceful, they try to stir up chaos. Um, if they see something that you have or somebody else has, they feel like they got to go ahead and talk bad about them or talk bad about their group. You know what I'm saying? To make them seem like they're something that they're not, creating a battle or a war that's only one-sided because the other side don't even know that they're being hated on or even disliked. But you know, some people just don't evolve, and sometimes you have to go ahead and maneuver around those or go ahead and get to where you are supposed to get to. You know what I'm saying? Get to that end goal. But yeah, you could just tell like when you hang around folks, like if they it's two different types of people that can go ahead and try to attach to you. People that'll build you up, and the other that are attached to you will be the people that'll tear you down. So as long as you can go ahead and use discernment and try to gravitate in between the two, then you should be good. Real spit, real talk. But if you have a friend or a group of friends or a group of girlfriends or homegirls or homeboys or what have you, family members or what have you, you know what I'm saying? Because family is not excluded. Because there's people within the fam that still live in a second childhood. You just got to know that as well. But if you have people when you are around them and they would rather talk about gossip than talk about planning, you know what I'm saying? If all we can talk about is what you heard or what you seen and da 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 da, instead of actually chopping up to go ahead and build towards something, you know what I'm saying? Usually the people that evolve only deal with those in a circle that complement them at more manners than just, you know what I'm saying, means of conversation. You know what I'm saying? It has to be something intellectual. And sometimes more than mentally, you got to be spiritually there for y'all to go ahead and unite and be a united front as a squad, as a group, as a family, as a whatever. So if you also see that the people that you are around will be jealous of you as far as your accolades or things that you might have accomplished as your short-term or long-term goals, instead of applauding you and doing the same thing that you would do off the rip, because you know that's a two-way street as well. If you expect people to applaud and give you accolades for and appreciate your accolades, you got to go ahead and show that back. You know what I'm saying? But it's better just to lead off with that and just hopefully people just reciprocate that, and those that don't, you know, to the wayside. You know what I'm saying? I know people that might be listening that can't even see the footage. They probably ain't even seeing me push people to the wayside. But yeah, that might be the best for both sides. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if they, I know people nowadays, because you know I'm old school. You know what I'm saying? So usually I don't do the backdooring, but I know people that might be from the younger generation, they do the back doors and all of that. So they might backdoor they peeps instead of building with they peeps, investing, making the money flip. You know what I'm saying? Everybody get back what they owe back and then go back and invest some more to create more money, create more income. And that's generational income for multiple groups. But you know, it is what it is. But yeah, living in the second childhood could never be me. You know what I'm saying? I most definitely was bred to go out and get it, never to have to depend on anything or anybody. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't necessary, you know what I'm saying? If you need help, you need help, because life sometimes be life. But don't make it a dependency where you become a dependency on somebody in your 20s, 30s. You know what I'm saying? Especially not your 40s and 50s. You know what I'm saying? Come on now, folks. We just got to get it together. You know what I'm saying? If those are out there still living in a second childhood, because we only as young as today. That's it. Tomorrow we're going to be another day older, wishing we was younger. So let's go ahead and get it together, my beautiful black people. But yeah, if you know, you hang around people and they don't like to listen like you like to listen to suggestions, You know what I'm saying? Like your friends will go ahead and help you a long way. The ones that you keep around you that know they got that you know that has your six, that has your back at all times. But if they don't have your back and you feel like they can't listen or take suggestions like you do, that'd be another reason to go ahead and let them be, because children can't take direction. You know what I'm saying? Adults can, is the reason why I state that. You know what I'm saying? Underline that. And this goes even for like friends of the opposite sex. You know what I'm saying? Like men dealing with women that are homegirls, and women dealing with men that are homeboys that also live in a second childhood. You know what I'm saying? If a woman is talking about princess treatment and what her daddy used to deal with or do for her, you know what I'm saying? You have to remind the young lady that you're not her father. You know what I'm saying? So we just got to get that on record, that you're not the father. You know what I'm saying? But you will be a man of value that will go ahead and take care of her and do as you need to do for her, by all means, more than financial. You know what I'm saying? But to be more appreciative, instead of being looked at as a personal ATM or a personal bank or wallet. You know what I'm saying? That's all bad. Just like vice versa, for a man to be thinking like, because his mama did this, or he seen another person mama do this for they son, that you need to be doing this because my mama did this. No, again, young man, she's not your mom. But you know what I'm saying? It is roles and things. If she expects you to go ahead and do A, B, and C, then ma'am, you can do that, but expect, you know what I'm saying, to have A, B, and C done if you do D, E, and F. You know what I'm saying? It's gotta be equilibrium. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Shoot. I don't know what else to say on that topic. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know too many people that live in a second childhood. All I can really do is say just pray for those who don't want to take guidance, for those who have been through and done through and became wise, and just let life become their best teacher. It's supposed to be the greatest teacher anyways. They got the best seat in the house in their own life. So maybe words of wisdom will go ahead and ring out eternally for them. But yeah, once again, let me go ahead and end this. This is another episode of the Welcome to the Lewtown podcast. If y'all have any ideas or know some people that might have been slightly disappointing in your real life, you know what I'm saying? Stories that you might have heard of people in St. Louis, you know what I'm saying? Living in a second childhood, thinking that life is a game. You know what I'm saying? We got families out here, you know, so we got to go ahead and build big business, no playtime on all fronts. But yeah, we gonna go ahead and end it. Make sure, if you haven't, you like, you share, and you subscribe to this video footage. You dig me? You know what I'm saying? And shoot, make sure you go ahead and check out the Age of Aquarius album by yours truly. The album is doing numbers, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate all the love. I appreciate all the comments, and I appreciate also the people that checked out the single from Age of Aquarius, The Chronicle. Showed love on the video, you know what I'm saying? Y'all go ahead and check that out. That's currently out on YouTube. And also check out the new single by me and Grim Giuliani called Sad But True. The video will be coming soon, shot by Kyle Alexander. You already know what it is. Until next time, it's all love. Holla back at your boy.